when I grew up, I was obsessed with Unsolved Mysteries.
Oh, yeah?
Do you remember that show?
Oh, yeah. Was the Philadelphia Project in there?
Yeah, dude. But you know what's fucked up, man?
What's that?
So you can go on Paramount Plus and buy the entire Unsolved Mysteries, like the one from like Robert Schaff, like way back in the day.
Yeah.
And dude, I shit you not. I remember I was either 9 or 10 years old. I was a young kid. I was about your boy's age.
Yeah.
I was like 9 or 10, and I swear to fucking God, I watched an episode with my father about the USS Eldredge and the Philadelphia experiment, right?
Yeah.
I bought the package that, quote unquote, had every single episode of Unsolved Mysteries ever made. And fucking, you cannot find that fucking episode on the USS Eldredge. You can't find it, dude.
Huh.
I've tried so many times to find that fucking episode.
And you remember watching it, though?
As clear as day, I remember being a little kid watching that fucking episode because it terrified me. It showed the experiment, and then it showed like the aftermath, and it showed people like stuck inside walls and screaming, and like one guy like teleported to like a bar like in the 1970s. Like,
yeah,
it was one of those episodes that definitely like left an impression on me, and now that I own like I said, quote unquote, the whole package, I cannot find that one fucking episode on the USS Eldredge.
Huh. That's something to probably try to Google.
It makes you wonder, like, did somebody see that and like, yeah, that episode's got to go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So in this particular chapter, they're talking about how they decided they'd had enough of the experiment, right? They decided to shut it down. They were doing the time portal thing, trying to get in touch with the USS Eldredge. They opened the portal, and then they finally decided they were going to shut it down. And so somebody approached Duncan while he was in the chair and said the code word or the code phrase, which is whispering, "The time is now." And it says, I'll read you this one paragraph. It says, "At this moment, he let loose a monster from his subconscious, and the transmitter actually portrayed a hairy monster. It was big, hairy, hungry, and nasty, but it didn't appear underground in the null point. It showed up somewhere on the base. It would eat anything it could find, and it smashed everything in sight. Several different people saw it, but almost everyone described a different beast. It was either 9 feet tall or 30 feet tall, depending on who saw it. I personally believe it was about 9 or 10 feet in height. Fright does strange things to people, and no one was sure what the exact physical constitution of the monster was. No one was in any frame of mind to calmly and collectively analyze its exact nature." So at this point, and then Preston had to go and shut the generators off. They told him to kill the power to it, and they killed the power, and it still wouldn't go away. So he had to grab a blowtorch and go cut the main power to the base, essentially, in order to get the transmitters to shut off and to send this monster back to wherever the fuck it came from.
Was anybody attacked or injured or killed?
It just says it would eat anything that it came in contact with. Doesn't say if it actually killed anybody.
Sounds a lot like a fucking Demogorgon.
Yeah. I mean, in the first, I don't know how long it's been since you watched the beginning of Stranger Things, but in the first episode, you just find a scientist. They show a scientist like running out of the building and getting attacked by something that you can't see. And then you see like the dark figure kind of creeping through the woods and following Will and then stalking him into the shed. And then, you don't see it, but it takes Will